Good evening. It is July 5th, 2021, and just going to do a very quick update on Bitcoin here. Not much has changed since last night. I had drawn these two blue lines last night and said basically above this one here, and we're going to be looking at the yellow path most likely, below this blue line here, and we're looking at the red path. Obviously, we're still stuck between those two lines and waiting for a resolution. That being said, this is not looking particularly promising for the bulls to have gone this deep into this area again. However, it's still possible. Let's say, basically the bullish scenario here on a very micro kind of local scale is, if this is our A and B, then the C can get to between the 618 and 1236, which is this red box I have here, which would hit still the lower end of the box of the larger one that I had drawn, with this being the A, this being the B. This larger red box was the expectation then for C and 3. Now with all of this happening, it looks like that expectation has to come down. It would still be a valid diagonal upwards if it did that, with an A, B, and C up here. Breaking above 36.5 is going to be the key for that to play out. It's just a little bit lower, obviously a little bit less bullish than we would have hoped from before, because if that were the case, it would go something like this basically. We could get a very deep 4 down to here, and then 5 would only come up to about 40,000, which doesn't necessarily bode too well for further bullish action from there. Doesn't get us up over this resistance, which is what we really need to do. So at this point in time, nothing particularly bullish can come from this unless we extend upwards harder than expected, higher into this green box to end 3. So I'm not saying it's not possible, just saying it doesn't look particularly promising at this point. So there's the two red resistance zones based on local and sort of longer term action there. And then on the bearish front, we have a potential 1-2 right here. And then in this area we would be doing another 1-2 right here to start off this movement downwards. We probably get probably see a strong move down overnight tonight or tomorrow morning. I'd expect it to go fairly soon here down, probably to around 31.1, retrace back up to test probably around this area here, this like 32.5 area, and then we'd progress downwards to the 28.5 to 29.3 region to end this 3. This is confusing because I have different the same color here. Let me change that and change this to something else. Okay, so basically of the slightly larger 1, 2, of the slightly larger 3 here in red, that's how we would get there in the micro sense, and then we'd have this 4 up and 5 down to complete what would actually be a third wave down to like 26, 27, somewhere in this area. So anyway, all that to say, those are the scenarios we're tracking. Still basically just have to break one of these blue lines to really kind of key in on which scenario is most likely. But that is the update for tonight. Let's hope for the bulls to come through with an unexpected uprising overnight. And I'll see you all in the morning.